at the Hawkwood Centre for Future Learning, attending the Climate Action Lab. And in honor of International Women's Day tomorrow, we're asking one another, what are you doing to drive sustainable change as an inspirational woman yourself? And who inspires you?
Okay, so I'm Alex Ryan, I'm Director of Sustainability at the University. So that means I've got the responsibility for trying to lead the change programme so that we're gradually improving the sustainability, not just in how the university runs, but in the academic life of our university, all our courses, our research, etc., etc. So, who inspires me? Some of the women who really inspire me, I would go first of all to Mary Midgley, who's a famous British philosopher. Mm-hmm. And she wrote a really cool, succinct little pamphlet on the concept of Gaia. So she did a lot of work about knowledge frameworks and science and so on. And she looked a lot at the relationship between religion and science as well. And she wrote a brilliant piece about Gaia and how this concept is very unique as being a scientifically grounded concept, but that also has a value base to it. So I think she's brilliant. And I mean, you can't also then just do a British one and not look globally for your sustainability. So I have to pick someone like Vandana Shiva, the environmental activist and scholar from India, who was a key figure in ecofeminism and in really looking at those knowledge frameworks that have conflated women and environment as the more passive aspect of life, should we say, without going too mad into all of that. And she really looked at challenging the hegemony of knowledge frameworks and how the world is run, and was a great sort of hands-on activist as well. So that's fine. I mean, we work with some amazing women partners as well in all the companies and community partners that we work with. There's oodles of those wonderful women working with. What about you, Charlotte?
So obviously, for me, I'm part of the Live Smart team. So I'm trying to drive sustainability more through the student body. Obviously, under the sustainability team, working with you lovely people. But I think one thing for me is spreading the word that sustainability doesn't just cover the environment, it covers so many different issues. And I guess with the roadshow that we've been doing like the other week, it was so interesting to hear how students weren't quite aware, but it was interesting to educate them on it, and students are inspired. So yeah, through that, I think it's really interesting to spread the word and be part of that change, because it's not just about sort of spreading the word, it's educating people as well. So I think that's one element of it that I really like. I think.
So who's your inspiring women?
I think I'd have to go. I mean, I was so inspired from the talk on Ecology earlier. Jojo Mehta, but also Polly Higgins. I thought that was so interesting. How she was sort of a pioneer in ecocide and like the environment law kind of side of it. Obviously, being a law student is something that we're sort of only familiar with typical like international crimes, but sort of getting ecocide recognised alongside things like genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity is so interesting. It's amazing. It's amazing. Who's yours? What are you doing?
What am I doing?
What aren't you doing?
My secret childhood dream was to perform, right? And so storytelling has always been something that I've wanted to do and try to embed in everything that I do. So, and I think the journey that I've gone on at the university has really solidified that for me of making this really complex challenge that we face and the complexity of the issues that we face more palatable. Because if you say to somebody, go net zero, they go, I don't know what that means. And so making that palatable and really bringing it down, and not down, but bringing it to the level of someone's understanding, like understanding where they are at and speaking to them at that level.
Yeah.
And that'd be the key. In terms of inspiration, Holly Higgins, I only found out recently, and she blew my mind that this somebody stood up and went, hang on, I am making nature my client, and I'm going to fight for nature as a solicitor. I love that.
Yeah.
But also Vivienne Westwood. So she was a designer in the fashion industry, and I heard her speak at the Literature Festival, I think, one year.
Yeah.
And she just, it was, once she kind of retired, she is fiercely action against climate change, and has been doing that for years and really kind of opened my eyes. But she's like a no mess, no nonsense woman. Like, this is what we have to do it now. I don't want to hear any excuses, get up. And then she leaves the room and you're just like, okay. So it's my kind of girl.
Nice.
So to our audience, what are you going to do to drive sustainable change, and who inspires you?